As good as Louisville has been over the past 5, 6, 7 years, Florida State has won 7 of the last 11 in this series. And we are underway, and the Seminoles come up empty on their opening possession. Tab, what are you looking at early in this game?
Well, for Florida State, I mean, they're trying to continue this home win streak on their home floor as Morgan Jones.
Can you imagine playing 114 games for Georgia Tech and then going to play for a rival school and coming back to Atlanta?
I can't, actually. I would have came out with like 5 degrees.
Nia Latson, 0-0 in white. Coming off 31 points the other day in the huge win over NC State. Jazmine Massengill doesn't always look for her shot. She misses early here. Transfer from Kentucky. Here's Hailey Van Lith the other way. She said in the open, Van Lith coming off a season-high 29. And a narrow loss to the Hokies. Still looking for our first points. Morgan Jones keeps possession alive. Van Lith pull-up. And each team 0 for at the start.
And that's what I expect the pace of this game as we see the keys to the game. And for Louisville, it's going to be defend without fouling versus Virginia Tech. They lost by 2. And you know what? Cochran and both her and Dixon had foul trouble in that game. Only had 4 points apiece, so they've got to be able to defend without fouling to keep them in the game. And for Florida State, box out and rebound. Brooke Wyckoff telling me earlier today that she liked how her team rebounded the ball versus NC State. She wants to see them continue that here today.
90 seconds in, still looking for the first points. Florida State typically does not have trouble scoring points. Seminoles are averaging almost 88 a game, 90 plus in 2/3 of their ACC games to this point.
I mean, there's no drop-off. This is a team that can score. Well, multiple players can score on this team because Latson, as she puts up
missed her first shot. Timpson lost it on the way up. You know, Florida State likes to play with pace, get shots off early in the shot clock. Cochran can't connect, and the two teams are a combined 0 for 9.
And credit Florida State's defense. They forced Cochran out on that when she had to shoot a fadeaway jumper. She couldn't get positioned inside.
Pagetti breaks the seal and gets the scoring started for Florida State.
For me, Pagetti is the X factor for Florida State. We all know what Latson can do. She's very impressive, but Pagetti, she's just been competing at such a high level. You mentioned it already. She's coming off 2 back-to-back 20-plus point games. Florida State really needs her on both sides of the floor.
To answer, in and out for Carr. Rebound Howard. Yeah, Pagetti now 8 for her last 13 from beyond the arc. She was 10 of 70 before that. How does that happen?
It's her competitiveness. She just competes at such a high level. And right on cue, the pull-up jumper. And just look at Pagetti. She is ready and fired up to compete in this one.
Louisville misses again, and the stick back on the offensive glass gives the Cardinals their first points of the game.
Hey, this is where the contact's going to come in. Let's keep this game even.
You weren't playing that long ago. Come on.
It was a minute ago.
Good box out. Minutes.
Good box out by Liz Dixon right there on KK Timpson.
A long time since it's been a minute since Dixon played for your alma mater, the Yellow Jackets. Dixon. And yet the Cardinals have had something of an uncharacteristic first couple months of the season. Oh, the rebound finds Howard, tipped around, and Aaron Howard converts.
Second chance effort for Florida State. No one boxed out on that possession for the Cardinals. Allowed Aaron Howard to come up with that rebound.
And look, Louisville's had a couple bumps in the road as we see another quick shot and a quick make. Liz Dixon, back-to-back buckets for the Cards. Louisville enters today 13-6, 4-2 in the league. They've won 8 of their last 10. Massengill banks it home at the other end. The only losses for Louisville in this stretch at Duke and at Virginia Tech. I mean, no shame in losing to those teams right now.
2 really tough teams to beat. One of them ranked, one of them probably going to be ranked as Florida State's Taylor O'Brien comes up with a steal.
Good hands for O'Brien. She'll go coast to coast and score. Plus the foul.
NC State was perfect from the free throw line. So she gets in there, creates the contact, and knocks down the free throws.
O'Brien converts the and one. 3 points for O'Brien. 12-6 lead for Florida State. Seminoles really routed NC State here on Thursday. It was an epic and brilliant performance. Carr fakes it, takes it, makes it.
Carr's first 3 of the game didn't go in, so she takes a step in and knocks that one down off the one dribble.
Bajetti is feeling it right now.
She is cold-blooded. I'm just impressed with her level of competitiveness.
For the first time in the game, shot clock's in single digits. Hailey Van Lith is the end of the shot clock money for Louisville, and they're going to count the basket. Kind of an anticlimactic and one there. Hailey is just like, whatever, no big deal.
And she plays with a chip on her shoulder. Notice who they got the ball to at the end of the shot clock. She just sizes up the defense, takes the contact from Bajetti, and at the end has enough hang time to focus in.
With that basket, she crosses over 1,200 points in her career. Entered the day at 1,199. It's her 83rd game as a Louisville Cardinal. The junior from Washington State. 3-point play makes it a 4-point game. Excuse me.
And I was just adding to Van Lith how she's played at such a high level since she's come in as a freshman. Just the amount of pressure, just a junior.
Good defense from Van Lith. Leading the break after the steal. Harris up and under. And she stepped out of bounds.
Good defense there by the Seminoles.
O'Brien, another beautiful drive.
So ever since she's been back, it's been a nice offensive threat that they've added to their arsenal.
Olivia Cochran, strong take. She got fouled.
I love how she can stretch the floor, and on that one just takes the other post off the dribble and creates the contact. It was 100%. She was 2 of 2 in that game, but she just couldn't stay on the floor.
0 for 2 from the line. At this end of the floor, Florida State has made its last 5 field goal attempts. None of them from Tanaya Latson. She's 0 for 3. Kind of a wild shot there. Valenzuela looking for the whistle. Robinson the other way for Louisville. Mykasa Robinson, such a valuable blue player for this Cardinals team, and Van Lith traveled. She can't believe the call.
And credit the Seminole defense.
5 first corner turnovers for Louisville, and a 3 for Valenzuela.
That Latson hasn't scored in this game because that's the beauty of this Seminole team. They have so many people who can pick up the slack in the first half, and Latson just comes and takes over in the second.
Rika Kono did not play on Thursday, getting some first quarter minutes today and gets the assist as Van Lith dials long distance again. 5 to shoot, 5 in the quarter. O'Brien's had a hot hand, missed this time. Rebound Louisville, and that'll end the first 10.
The contact. In Finland, they're able to do more hand checking. They're able to have more contact, a little bit more physical. She wishes that the U.S. game was more like that, and it shows in her style of game. She's a very physical guard.
The officials are stingier here in America.
My knees thank you, officials.
Harris, strong take, unable to finish though, and Valenzuela pulls down the miss. Haven't been too many quarters this year that Tanaya Latson has gone scoreless, and her team has still outscored its opponent by a half dozen. Travel called on Valenzuela.
But the beauty of that, Evan, is that Latson's had games like that. We're seeing now she's looking to create as Kono knocks down the open 3 in transition for the Cardinals, bringing them within 3.
Valenzuela, rebounded by Van Lith. And we got to put Van Lith on like the quintuple double watch today. She's had steals, she had blocks, rebounds, assists, points.
She does everything for the Cardinals, everything.
Cochran, give me that. Can't take it. Something going on with that rim down there.
It's something going on because that's the second one that's kind of bounced in and out for Liv Cochran as Latson takes it on the interior and draws the foul.
Josie Williams in for the first time for Louisville. Latson at the line where she has made a home. This next free throw will be her 150th free throw attempt of the season. She's had double-digit free throw attempts 6 times.
She reset the program book, the program history book here at Florida State, not once but twice this season. She's #1 and #2 in program history in free throw made. Clemson, she was 15 of 15. Back on January 1st and versus Georgia Tech, she was 13 of 13. So she, like you said, takes advantage of the free throw line.
Ono can't connect. Harris on the stick back for 2.
Harris has been getting a lot more playing time for the Cardinals and proving why she can get in there. She's been rebounding the ball.
Offensive foul on the illegal screen. They got Latson.
Not the same pace that we started with. Like when we started with, there was barely any stoppage of the clock. The shot clock wasn't getting down under 10 seconds. Now it's a little bit stagnant. Both teams kind of turning the ball over, not able to create some fluid offense.
Latson with the quick hands. Loose ball pops to Williams. Florida State was asking for a backcourt, but it was clearly deflected back there. Clock winding down, and Robinson puts it in.
The nice one-dribble pull-up for Mykasa Robinson. She just does what she has to do. The best defender for the Cards, but also can make it happen offensively as Timpson.
Again, misses the first, but sticks with it and gets the first field goal of the quarter for Florida State.
Just so athletic. She out-jumps the competition and so strong.
Massengill and Robinson, you said before the game that they're 2 important players for their teams, kind of soft-spoken leaders in certain ways. Jumper from the corner knocked down by the former Seminole Morgan Jones. And then we noticed that in their game on Thursday, Massengill and Robinson is again the rim flummoxing Florida State. Massengill and Robinson each had the same exact stat line in their game on Thursday. 6 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Robinson adds to her rebound total and her assist total, setting up Jones again.
And that's exactly the player that has to get going in place of Van Lith. Van Lith obviously is at the top of the scouting report, and so is Morgan Jones. But Morgan Jones, to me, is going to be that X factor today, her and Bajetti.
She's your sister, right?
She's my sorority sister. Happy Founders Day to all my AKAs out there as Josie Williams 3 doesn't go. But happy Founders Day, happy J15.
Is it 115 years?
1908, you do the math, I'll believe you on that one.
Bajetti feeds it inside, great dish. And Florida State gets 2 more from Timpson.
The ball movement for the Seminoles was what made that play so successful, so unselfish, making the extra pass and finding KK Timpson underneath.
Nearly a steal for Timpson. She thought she had it. Williams able to maintain possession. Bodies tumble. The foul's on Florida State. Bajetti's like, are you kidding me? Carla Fountain saying when the contact occurred, she was not in her shooting motion. And Louisville was charged a timeout for that challenge. Okay, let's play ball. And Louisville is back within 1.
A nice look from Van Lith. She was all the way on the other side of the floor, but spotted Jones underneath the rim, led her right to the basket for the easy 2.
Jones has settled into this game nicely, hasn't she? 8 points, 5 rebounds in 8 minutes.
Almost like she's at home.
Meanwhile, Latson now 0 for 6. O'Brien on the drive and the dish, and Latson is on the board. Her first field goal and the foul.
And drawing the contact inside and dishes it off right before she can lean into Cochran and give her that contact. Sets Latson up for the and 1.
Minute to play in the half. Morgan Jones. How many times have they seen that here in Tally?
And that was easy for Morgan Jones. That's her go-to move. She just leaps out in front with that quick first step and elevates over all the defense.
10 points in the half for Jones. Massengill answers for Florida State.
Like a true vet does, just knows how to answer for the Seminoles, what they need, at what time they need it. A true vet bringing that Kentucky experience, that championship experience to the Seminoles.
To your point, it's her 130th college basketball game today between Tennessee, Kentucky. And now Florida State. Off the bottom of the backboard, Robinson was denied. Final seconds of the half, Latson, no! Jones tips the rebound, and a heave down floor takes away the final seconds of the first half. Cavaliers able to bounce back and get the win at home today.
Yeah, I was wondering how they were going to respond. And again, that Boston College team is something to be reckoned with. They've knocked out a couple ranked opponents in the ACC as Van Lith starts the half.
Someone who knows a little bit about knocking out ranked opponents in the ACC.
Right inside of the three-point line, but a good start for her to get that first shot going.
8 points for Hailey. And there's another steal for Van Lith. She's just had her game face on from the opening tip today. Cochran kicks it out. Morgan Jones needs help for Van Lith. Oh, blocked by Latson. Latson and Van Lith battling for it. Latson finds it ahead to Bajetti.
Excellent, excellent defense there. Latson got her hands, created the turnover, got her hands in the passing lane, and just looked right up the floor. Bajetti sprinted out for the easy two.
And Lith, short, Dixon. Oh, it looked like she had a layup that she just passed up. Instead, Chrislyn Carr over to Jones. Rainbow two.
Passes up her shot to get an even better shot. Dixon being unselfish, could have had an easy layup, but decided to stretch the possession for the Cards, and works out in their favor as Aaron Howard lights it up for the Seminoles. Nothing but net.
Cochran just late closing out there on Howard, who was open in the corner.
But that's just the thing for this Florida State team. You key in on Latson where you got to worry about Bajetti. If you key in on Bajetti, you got to worry about Howard. Then you got to worry about Timpson. They've got so many scoring threats, hence why they're #1 in the ACC in scoring offense.
Aaron Howard has now made a 3 in 13 consecutive games this year. Cochran makes up for the defensive lapse with a free throw jumper.
KK Timpson was late, rotating off the hedge. Got back to her man, but nobody picked up Cochran.
First points of the game for Liv Cochran. Nice pass by Bajetti, and one chance here.
Collect herself and draw the contact from Cochran. Right there completes the and one. Almost fumbles it out of bounds, but gets the and one. Doesn't complete the free throw.
First miss at the line today for the Seminoles. 5-point game, early third quarter. Carr fakes it, takes it. Battle for the board. Cochran able to throw it off Massengill, but secured by Timpson. And here's Bajetti. One more time. Nope. Long rebound finds Latson. She could have looked to attack there. Instead, she kicked it for Howard. Bajetti off the bounce. Gets it back, almost boomerang back to her. But then she had her pocket picked by Cochran.
Nice. Athletic play by Jones in transition. She just takes Timpson off the dribble and hangs in the air, takes the left arm to void off the contact.
It's been an enjoyable homecoming so far today for Morgan Jones. Massengill over to Howard. Shot clock winding down. Bajetti realizes it. Missed the rim. Rebound for Cochran. Here come the Cards. Carr regathers out for Jones. Oh, acrobatic drive again, and Morgan Jones will have a chance to tie it up.
So impressed by the showing that Jones had against the Cards last year in her Seminole uniform.
What a season Emily Enksler had for the Cardinals, and then
Kiana Smith.
Sure.
Chelsea Hall.
Yeah.
All impact transfers for the Cardinals.
A few more this year, including Jones. Latson. Jump ball is called.
And right here, Latson gets her own rebound over 3 Louisville defenders.
Yeah.
And Morgan Jones gets her hands in there. So that is the correct call.
Funny, because I was going to say, yeah, that's a foul. So
we see the game from different.
We do. That's what makes it great. Here's a foul. By the way, Van Lith has once again played every minute.
Can you guys imagine out there at home? This is a player who came in her freshman season as O'Brien knocks down the second free throw, but has increased her scoring averages every season and has had the weight of this team on her shoulders. Sure, the past couple seasons she's had other players to rely on, but just playing at such a high level her entire career, and she's just a junior.
A long two, and Van Lith splashes it in.
So clutch right there, creating her own offense. No one got open for the ball in the Cardinals. Everybody defended well by the Seminoles, so she just created her own offense off the bounce.
Van Lith into double figures for the 19th straight game. Every game this year, and an answer from Bajetti.
Look at her reaction as she comes back up. She wants all the smoke.
Grinder of a game with talented offensive players working for everything they can get.
And we thought it was going to be a track meet, and at times it has been just non-stop transition on both ends, but at times it's been really stagnant.
Chrislyn Carr, three. 12th in the nation in made threes. Massengill looking down low, unable to finish. Myers, Louisville looking to retake the lead. Van Lith, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. She also has 5 turnovers. Morgan Jones, no. And a late whistle is going to send Jones to the line. 14 and a half minutes of this game.
Our Founders Day, Evan. I got to get it in where I can.
O'Brien, ooh.
By jumping out with that left foot and cutting off the lead foot of Taylor O'Brien.
Hailey Van Lith is averaging almost 40 minutes a game.
Morgan Jones has been holding it down for Florida State, but best you believe Florida State.
Dixon missed another layup.
The Cardinals, should I say, are going to need Van Lith and Jones to score in the fourth.
Tanaya Latson going to the line.
To penetrate as well as she likes to, lives at the free throw line.
More free throws coming as Morgan Jones will try to reach the 20-point plateau at the line.
Give her a step.
Second foul on Massengill. And now Morgan Jones poetically has her career high as a Cardinal here against her old team. Corner three is down. It's good for Gordon. Van Lith was calling for it. She'll get it in the corner. Working on O'Brien. Needs help. Stepped out of bounds.
She's forced out of bounds, but they know the Cardinals like to make that cross-the-court pass. Good job by the Seminoles.
Corner three at the other side. This time Valenzuela knocks it in.
Valenzuela, you know what she can do. You have to play her for the three-point shot. Cochran just a little too late getting out. And when you play every minute of the game and the attention's on you, you're the second leading scorer in the league.
Cochran to the free throw line for Louisville. One for two at the line for Cochran. Seminoles by 6. Omaria Gordon flails it up there.
Josie Williams there. I think the size of Williams just affected her shot.
Van Lith looking for her shot again, and free throws are coming.
And right here, Florida State's got to adjust on the defensive end. Van Lith to take that one dribble and get that pull-up jumper as she knocks down the second free throw.
A 2-second difference here between the game and shot clock. Bajetti bumped by Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws.
By the half-court line, they've got to move their feet. And right there, Josie Williams got exploited by Bajetti in that quick first step, a quicker player where you've got to close out at an angle. You can't go right at him.
So they've got a chance to score here at the end of the third and then score to start the fourth. Heck, it could be a tie game the next time Florida State touches the ball. They can pair a couple threes together. Oh, all the way in a missed layup. Mykasa Robinson got what she wanted. And Lith remains on the floor with Kono, Carr, Cochran, and Jones. Good play setting up Cochran for 2. It's a 4-point game.
Cochran did a good job. She took the extra bounce, sized up the defense to see if she was double teamed or not, and just elevated over Massengill.
Heck of a play by Jeff Walls' team out of the break. In and out on the answer attempt.
What did she do? She followed her shot. She didn't pout and say, dang, I missed another shot. She followed her shot and extended the possession.
Bad pass stolen by Carr. Ahead Jones. It's a 2-point game. Had a heck of a day. Her best day as a Cardinal against her old team. Storybook. Timpson lost it again. Seminoles with back-to-back turnovers, and Louisville's looking to tie or take the lead.
And Brooke Wyckoff is livid.
Carr for the lead, puts it in! Cardinals have scored 7 straight to start the 4th.
The ref may not pay attention to every little thing or may not see something. As a player or a coach, you've got to bring it to their attention sometimes. Respectfully.
Latson has been quiet today. Looking for her shot and scores. Hailey Van Lith. She was fouled. Do you think Van Lith and Latson look for their shots more in the 4th?
Absolutely. I think they have to. But again, Cochran loses it on the dribble on Timpson out of bounds. So fittingly, they picked up where Latson and Van Lith are kind of lacking in this game. And I say lacking with quotation marks because both those players still filling up the stat sheet as Timpson rises over the defense and gets the 2 to go.
Timpson's got 8 points and 6 rebounds. Back-to-back buckets for Florida State out of the timeout. Van Lith can't connect. Kono all by herself on the glass. Back up and in.
Kono giving a bit of a pump fake.
1-point game. Latson again attacks. No. Rebound. No good for Howard. Oh, tremendous hustle, but it will be Louisville ball.
Trying to get the possession to their team as the clock winds down in the 4th.
Van Lith. Wow. You could see Carla Fountain sort to start to raise her hand as if to indicate a foul. And she twitched and pulled her arm down.
No.
And Van Lith gives Louisville the lead.
But I think that what Carla Fountain's doing and the other referees is allowing them to play at both ends. It's been chippy at both ends of the floor.
Ooh, that could have been the 4th on Van Lith too. Air ball for Latson. I'll say this, I'm okay with that not being a foul, but I don't think Bajetti flopped.
No, I don't think so.
Van Lith scores again.
I agree. I don't think Bajetti flopped.
Latson fouled before the shot. Bajetti, Timpson, and Myers each have 3 on the other side. Timpson, no! And she'll get fouled by, I think, Cochran.
KK Timpson following her shot.
Jones getting a breather. I don't imagine she'll be out for too long with the 4 fouls. Back to a 1-point game. Carr taps her chin. Motion on the perimeter for Louisville. Kono playing some crunch time minutes for the Cards after a DNP on Thursday. Kono to Cochran. Bajetti goes crashing to the floor and Carr just flexes over her. Massengill's 3. Doesn't get the roll. Carr secures the rebound. Gets it across the timeline and then waits for everybody else. Van Lith fakes it on Howard, takes it at the elbow. Cochran on the glass. Up and in after a 7:20 on the rim.
KK Timpson left Cochran to test or contest the shot as Bajetti hangs in the air and goes underneath the defense. Nice bunny underneath.
Great players taking what they want. Carr answers like a lightning bolt to the bucket. Nia Latson has not been her day.
Mykasa Robinson, credit her defense. Just did an excellent job of not allowing herself to get beat in a foot race. Played nice defense up through the rim.
So despite all the weekly awards and eye-popping stats, Tania Latson apparently is human. 2 for 14 today, 9 points. Cochran, 2 more.
Liv says, in the paint, I lived there. Olivia Cochran shaking her head as she backpedals. Too easy.
Largest lead of the day. And Van Lith's deflection creates another turnover. Carr, offensive foul. Deep 3, Bajeti goes.
She is the X factor. Outside of Latson, Bajeti is the X factor for this Seminole squad.
What a massive shot. Go from a 7-point game to a 4-point game.
Yep.
It's got a legal screen. No arguments here. Bajeti just battling right now. She and Jones collided, and now they're going to call a foul on Florida State. Called it on O'Brien. We can get a close-up of Van Lith. Cochran's been the go-to Cardinal in this fourth quarter. She's got 8 points in the period. Cochran dishes, and it's tipped out of bounds by Valenzuela. Into Cochran. Rebound. Offensive foul again. Robinson shoved away Bajeti.
My amore.
She has been perfect today. 24 points for Sarah Bajeti. 2 shy of her career high. 3 of her best scoring performances have all been her last 3 games. Van Lith, free throw jumper, good.
Back and forth. The attitude and competitive nature between Van Lith and Bajeti. Both of them feisty. Both of them getting their defense, turning it into offense. Van Lith just responded.
Looking cross lane, tough catch by Timpson. Van Lith has got her 18 points. She's had at least 18 in every ACC game this year. Only player in the league who's done that. Little work off the dribble. Jones on the glass, back up and in.
Second chance effort at the rim. Extends the possession for the Cardinals with the clock stopped.
24 for Morgan Jones and a free throw on top.
And look at this, she just runs into the lane and out jumps 2 Seminole defensive players for that rebound, grabs the second chance opportunity and gets the and one. It's all about the hustle and the fight in these last late moments of the game.
5-point game. Latson had it poked away. Fortunately finds Timpson. Tough turnaround, instead dishes. Seminoles somehow work out a basket, and it's Latson into double figures.
And I tell you, Robinson made Latson work on that whole possession. They tried to get Latson the ball twice on that one. She had to get it off the broken play, but completes the easy 2 underneath.
Hailey Van Lith can't connect for 3. Seminoles down by 3, under a minute. Bajeti fouled by Cochran.
Cochran does a nice job blocking the shot, but comes down with the body.
So here's my big takeaway for this game, 39 minutes and 5 seconds in. And it's kind of the same takeaway I had watching Louisville, Virginia Tech on Thursday. These teams are really close on paper and on the floor. They're just really, really close. The margins are really small.
I told both coaches, Coach Walls and Coach Wyckoff, that this, to me, on paper, are 2 very evenly matched teams because of the style of basketball they like to play.
Morgan Jones defended well. 9 to shoot for Louisville. Up by 2. Hailey Van Lith has a dance with Bajeti. Van Lith's prayer goes in!
How did Hailey Van Lith get that over the well-defended Bajeti? Hailey Van Lith trying to secure the win for the Cardinals, gives up a prayer over Bajetti and knocks that one down, the smile on her face.
The officials are still looking at this monitor. Yeah, they are going to call it a 2. Carla Fountain just put up 2 fingers in the air. Masson go to inbounds. Matson peels back to the corner. Instead, it's Bajetti. Bajetti for Howard. Florida State needs to get a shot up. Bajetti airmails one.
It was off after the release.
Van Lith. The folks look at this, oh, they lost at home to Louisville. The Louisville team.
And has built this championship program, so he knows how to win. We saw earlier in this fourth quarter how Florida State had the lead for about 24 minutes of this game. And I know it's frustrating for Bajetti, but she played a heck of a game. Fouled out, and she had 4 fouls for the longest time and happened to draw at least 3 charges while having 4 fouls.
Tanaya Latson looking for 3, won't go. Florida State had a 6-point lead. Louisville's scored as many points in this fourth quarter as they scored in the entire first half. And it's about to be more if Cochran can convert at the line. Yes, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, playing through the 7 turnovers. And Louisville has a marquee road win after getting flummoxed down the stretch in Blacksburg on Thursday. The Cardinals escape the tough week with a split, besting Brooke Wyckoff's Seminoles 82-75.